We had fun on this tour. Yuna was very knowledgeable and shared interesting insights that made the experience even more enjoyable. Her enthusiasm and energy were contagious, and we appreciated her efforts to ensure our group had a great time. Thanks to Yuna, we created wonderful memories of our tour. Had a wonderful day on tour with Yuna. This tour covers all the DMZ essentials and Yuna was so delightful and informative. Thank you Yuna for your energy, knowledge and humor. We really enjoyed the tour. Great day with the super cute and funny Emily. She is full of energy and speaks great English, very easy to understand. The tour was well timed and I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot that I did not know about the relationship between North and South, and Emily added a lot of informative commentary on route, gave context to the history. Everything was really well organized and ran smoothly. I'm glad I did this tour and recommend it to anyone visiting Seoul. Shout to Nancy for an awesome guided tour. Let us in the loop all day around the itinerary and changes due to the weather. We got to do everything on the tour and she added bits and pieces of knowledge and a super fun energy to the experience. Highly recommend. She gave great recommendations for best photos and souvenirs to get to suit different things. Fantastic day tour with Moon. I learned so much. Fascinating information. The times at each stop is the perfect amount. Being able to experience and see all the history of the North and South Korea is amazing. Moon is fantastic, full of information. Happy to help in any way she can. I couldn't recommend her highly enough. When I come back for another tour, which I will, I hope to be able to have her as my tour guide again. Go Moonwalkers! To the moon and back. We booked the trip and enjoyed very much. Early morning hike to the suspension bridge, a steep walk down to the tunnel and last hike to the observatory. So it is a very physical activity. One needs to be fit and should love walking. I highly recommend this trip cause the tour was really comprehensive. And Nancy was very good, she knows her stuff. Our tour guide for the day was Nancy. She was lovely and spoke perfect English, very easy to understand. Throughout the tour, Nancy provided us with a detailed history and explanation of every site we stopped at. Definitely recommend this tour and Nancy as your tour guide. Team Nancy always. My tour guide is Nancy and she is very enthusiastic and energetic. She made the tour very enjoyable and she is also very fluent in English, so we have no problem understanding her. She also has a great knowledge of the destination, so she is able to give us more details about the place. The pace of the tour is just right, not rush, so we are able to enjoy every stop. I would certainly recommend this to my friends. We went with Team Nancy. She was a perfect guide for this trip and was very knowledgeable and could humanize the feelings of South Koreans to the north. She also had an amazing knowledge in regards to the history of the area. Our tour guide Jenny Bogwem is very professional and knowledgeable in the history of both sides of Korea. She is the only tour guide who wasn't shouting or raising her voice, embarrassed smiley face emoji, the others were just shouting around. She shared the history so we have a better idea of the places we were visiting. The tunnel was great experience in reaching the suspension bridge. Older Koreans believed crossing the bridge to and fro are blessed with longer lives. We also had a great tourist group. Everyone was so on time at every station and we actually ended the tour earlier, and arrived at drop-off point at 3:30 p.m. An hour earlier, smiley face emoji. Kudos to our group, thumbs up emoji, Team Nancy. The name of our tour group. The tour guide, Nancy, is a nice lady. She will talk about the history of DMZ. She shared beauty tips and beauty products. She is very patient helping the tour group members to take photos. I had an excellent time and Emily was the best tour guide. The tour was very detailed, informative, and well organized. The tour times were mapped out where you had just the right amount of time at each spot. I'd highly recommend this tour. The DMZ suspension bridge was worth it to me because the views were beautiful. Our tour guide Lena was knowledgeable about this tour. She gave us so much information that we needed to know about DMZ. She also informed us well on when can we take photos and not. Overall, I definitely recommend this tour to people who are curious about DMZ.